Okay. Let's see here. Boom. We are live. And we're going to see if the audio works better this time, or at least better than it was last time. Because after the fact, I found out that there was no audio being like if I had to talk directly to the microphone, if I was just a little too far away, or if I like turned away, it sounded like I was just muttering to myself the whole time. So this time around, I turned the gain up, and we're gonna see if that actually works. Oh my god! How'd you get here so fast? Soto. Fast as fuck. He's fast as fuck. That's why they call him 2/10. Good evening, Alex. Hope you're doing well. Now I feel like the audio is too much. Yeah, I don't know. I like hear it in my ears and I'm like, I think it's too much. Oh, sick. I didn't know it does that. Well, that's good to know. Cool. Well, thanks for popping in. Let's see here. I need to lower that for myself. Don't mind me. I'm playing with volume settings right now. It's like I want some music in the background, but I don't want it to get like too crazy. That might be better. All right, let's. Oh! Now I'm touching shit I shouldn't. All right, there we go. Grab the window. The window. Haha, there we go. Audio sounds good. It sounds the same no matter which way I'm turning. Okay. That's good to know. It it wasn't until afterwards that I was like, shit. Like I watched like some of the live stream back the other night and I was like, I can't hear shit when I'm like facing either way. And then at the track on Tuesday, there was a local he like newly joined us and he like came up to me, he was like, oh, I was in your stream last night. I was like, oh, that's awesome, thanks for watching. And he was like, your audio was shit. I was like, I thank you for the honesty. It really was. Hey Nick. Well, there goes the neighborhood. Today's a prep day. Today is a prep day. I hope you're all doing well. I learned something about myself on Monday, and it's that it's not a competition, right? But I like streaming, and I'm not saying I like it more now than like making videos. I still enjoy making and editing videos, especially if it's like long form videos. But streaming, I learn things. Like for example, like Nick in the chat was giving me like really helpful setup tips on the fly for the F1. And I obviously like I don't get that because because I'm just like alone when I make a video. So I don't know. Live streaming is just like different. I kind of fuck with it. So, and I was not gonna double dip this week, I promise you. I was not intending on live streaming tonight. It just so happened that things kind of aligned. And I was gonna wind up here, and I had to prep anyways. So I was like, okay, let's stream while I do the We All Hate It, but I gotta glue tires. And I was like, okay, you can all suffer with me while we do it. And I just want to add, there's no right way to doing it. Or you could say there are many right ways to doing it. Mine is definitely not the right way. But you will see how I glue tires, and I encourage all of the judgment, all of the ick. You're about to see some pretty gross stuff happening to my tires and rims. All right? I gotta hydrate beforehand. Before I start inhaling some fumes. Matter of fact, I should open a window, yeah? Oh, oh my God. I got old windows, okay? So I gotta put my full body weight into it. Okay. The locals know about this. Let's see what we got. Boom. I was just filling this out yesterday. I was adding more shit to the list. I got a weekly barter board that I bring with me to the track now. This here's for the locals. It's what I got and what I need. There's quite a delay between us commenting and it showing up on your end. So thanks for the patience. You need to put some WD-40 into it. Okay, yeah. You're right. I should just spray down these window races so it doesn't do that shit. I'm sure on your guys' end you heard a pretty unbearable squeak. I never really have that one open. I usually open up that window on the other side, but this one is like, this is really what's going to save my life, this one right here. Yeah, you know, the delay with the comments or the chat, you know what? I see what's going on. I think the chat, like, up on my actual, like, the one that I have displayed shows your guys' stuff before I even see it in, like, the Streamlabs chat. So in reality, I really should just ignore that one. I did see the new PN rear tires. So I'm not on Facebook. Normally, I don't know shit anymore. Like, I'm so late to the game with anything now, when anything drops. Luckily, there's a few guys, they'll send me shit. They'll just send me, like, screenshots of events and products, new products that come out. So that's how I know. And that's it. Nothing else. I always make it clear. I don't want to know anything else that's going on. Just tell me when products get released and when events are happening. That's all I need to know. Okay, but now a part of me is like, what if I miss a chat? like on the screen. God damn it. I could definitely split this up, right? Can I not? No. I could check periodically. Okay, what did I add to the barter list? I don't know why I have this. I was cleaning out my, like this like rolling shelf thing over here. It's got like tools and shit in it. I was cleaning it out because I have a bunch of crap in it, and I'm moving soon, so I had to clean it out. Are you going to the 28 SRA Denver GP? Unfortunately, not. There's no shot I can go to that, and I'm pretty sad about it. Especially because like the Denver guys, like that crew, they're awesome, super chill guys. And I just recently watched their first podcast. They have a podcast on YouTube. You guys should check it out. It's called Tiny Cars, Big Feelings. Lovely name. Very accurate. Very accurate for the 128 scale scene. Tiny cars and many people with big feelings. No, their podcast was hilarious. So I listened to that. I'm really going to miss that race because those guys are great. You going to Worlds? I am 100% going to Worlds. Well, as far as I know. My girlfriend and I are planning to vacation after the competition. Oh, you saw that podcast too? Awesome. Yeah, I'm really bummed I can't go to that race. Because those guys are great. And they know how to put on an event. So I'm pretty bummed about that. But it's just like so expensive to travel. It's like virtually impossible to go anywhere for me right now. So I have to be frugal about it. I'm gonna go to the AE International race in Vegas in September and Worlds. And that's it for me for like big events. Everything else would be things that I could like drive to and hopefully do in one day. Because I'm cheap. I'm racing on a budget. That's why I got this thing. So I got this thing in front of me. Which, by the way, if you guys are trying to race on a budget, make this. Because God knows, like, anyone in RC has, like, loads of shit that you don't need. Maybe you needed it when you bought it, right? Or maybe you felt like you needed it when you bought it. I know I have many times. But now I have too much shit. Vegas is a great place to race. I'm really looking forward to it. I did have some FOMO for the first SRA race because I heard that was awesome. I heard it was great. So kind of making up for it for the associated one. It'll just be nice to see, like, you know, the Midwest crew that I don't normally always get to see, or anyone on the West Coast as well. But yeah, barter list. If you got to get rid of things, use one of these, and you get a lot in return. I actually almost have enough tires for Worlds, from trading shit that I don't need anymore. I've been able to stock up on like my Worlds supply of tires, which is lovely. Yeah, but you can never have like too many tires, right? So that's why they're still on the list. Yeah, let me move this out of the way. Speaking of tires, we got to glue some today. I'm gonna zoom out, but I can't zoom out too much because I got some shit on my desk that is kind of like new. It's new, and I can't show it yet. I have to show it in like a different video. Secret stuff. It's not that secret, but I'm making it. I want to make the video for it. I don't want to just show it on live stream. Unless the person who gave it to me is okay with it. Okay. All right. Oh God. I had other tires that I had to throw in acetone, but I ran out of acetone. So, unfortunately, this is it. I'm only prepping these for the weekend, and if I run out, I run out. Whatever. We tried our best. It's okay. It's not the end of the world if I can't have like 50 sets of tires prepared. I'm not really about doing that anyways. I just want to pair them up because God knows I'm gonna mix up offsets and whatever. These are both +3. Those are +1. These are they zeros? Or are they, yeah, zeros. And then these are wide fronts. Cool, cool, cool. I'm only running 2 classes, so I feel like that's all I need, yeah? Okay. I need my tires. Okay, actually, I'll be right back. My glue is in my refrigerator. I keep my glue in my fridge. Hold on one sec. Okay. We're back. Okay, what do I need? I need... Actually, this is where I'm kind of torn because... Hold on. So these are high grips. I just need to make sure, I just need to double check the offset on these. I think I might glue another set of Marca high grip fronts. Okay, these are 0. By the way, I also have autofocus on this time around. I don't know if that's gonna like kill me. I'm just like sick and tired of like trying to adjust. So hopefully autofocus is fine. We'll see. And if you guys want a closer look, like a closer view of me gluing tires, I could do that too. If anyone cares, here, I'll show this. Oh God. I have to move these. These are Eric's tires for 12th scale. I got a true 12th scale. 12th scale tires at some point. You thought a mini Z Truer was expensive. My God. I have a cheat sheet. If anyone cares, if you ever want to know what tire I'm running at the track, also you could just ask me, I'll tell you. But this is my reference chart. It's a little overkill, but it does help my old man eyes. So these are they got the purple ring, they're high grips. F1 style, or like OG F1 when purple used to be a sidewall that they would use for, like, what was it, Ultra or Hypersoft? So that's why. But yeah, although these are number 5s right now. So they still have a decent amount of life left in them. I might just use these. We might be good on fronts, at least for this car. I don't even know if they're going to run this class, though, at RC Madness. Someone showed me the... Nice. Can you guys hear that? I feel like my mic's picking that up. It's like ultra sensitive mode right now. I'm bringing I have a car spec'd out for 3500 GT Lexan. I think they're running that there, so I'll do that just for fun. But then I think in the list it said something like, hold on, let me look it up. Oh my God, speak of the devil, he just asked me, what classes am I running? I think it's like, you can't hear the bearing spinning? Ah, never mind. That's weird. Okay, so that's another reason why I didn't know that the audio was shit, because like in my headphones, I hear it's actually kind of annoying because I don't like hearing it, but I thought it was letting me know, like, oh, audio's being picked up. Like you could hear me. But like even like something like that, like spinning, like I can hear it in my, like the microphone is it's telling me it's picking it up because I can hear it in my headphones. But no, I'm just crazy. Don't mind me. I gotta find this, my God, what's it called? Flyer. I gotta find the AI flyer. All the flyers are made by AI now. Okay, box stock, pro stock, 128 open. So that's just like, it's open. Anything goes. Is it pan card? And then they have 25 hard body, 3500 Lexan, and more. And more. Does that mean that like 4 makes a class? Is that what they're saying? Like if there's enough, they'll do it? I don't know. I'll see what my buddies are gonna run, and then I'll just run whatever they run, so that there's like decent numbers. I'll bring multiple cars, and then if they need a class filled, I'll join. I don't know. Okay, so let me move that out of the way. So we do need tires for the 3500 GT, but I don't know if high grips are too much for the 3500. I wonder. Hello? Oh, that's right. I was going to close this out because I'm super delayed with the chat. I apologize. Apologize for the delay. I'm trying my best. It really like shows what you guys say like to me like 30 seconds later or something crazy. PN Racing, I really don't feel like using anything special. Do we go firm? Dare we go KS firm right off the bat? Maybe. I'm just gonna be boring and put a KS medium on, probably. Well, it's gotta be 8.5, yeah? Oh my god. Just take it all out. 11, 11, 11, 11. Oh, I only got tires for mod, guys. Priorities. Priorities. 11, 11. It's all fucking 11. 11. Okay. So my only 8.5 PN tires are KS firm. That's not terrible, actually. It's not atrocious. Oh god, do we just do high grip on everything? Oh, you know this bag's old as hell. Because it's clear plastic, right? No, never mind. That's new. Because it didn't used to say Shore. It didn't used to say 42. So it's this that's old as shit. This is like, I probably had this for like years. I don't really, I kind of want to save my PN tires. But I do have to like simulate, like, I gotta practice. I gotta like actually practice what tires I'm gonna use for like other competitions. What the hell am I supposed to do? Dare I buy tires? Who wants to trade me? Anyone? Please help me. Do you think high grip? No, high grip's gonna be overkill for 3500. I don't know, I'm stuck. If this is lower than 8. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it's too low. I don't think it'll survive. What's this one? It's 9? My god. Like, guys, I'm so cheap right now. I just don't want. Let's see. Oh, hold on. What are you? Oh, you're D20. Never mind. Jeez. Jeez Louise. You know what I should do? I think what I need to do is just put fresh 11 millimeters on the 25 pan, and then just move those high grip tires that I have on it to the 3500, and then mount fresh high grips. All right, so we're gonna glue one set of fronts. It's gonna be, oh, I have it out already. Whoops. This is the plan. This is the plan. That took way longer than it should have. My apologies. Yeah, that seems right. That just. And then what? Do we do 15s? 15s? Has anyone ever been to RC Madness? What tires should I? What rears should I use? That is the question. I'm in the process of buying new wheels, so there's a lot of gluing in my future. Nick, I'm wishing you the best of luck, man. I hope it's as painless as possible. It really does. It's not fun, right? We don't like gluing. Really? 20s? I feel like I'm gonna need 20s for Vegas, right? In September. All right. Well, I got enough. That's for sure. On both cars. Are these gonna last me all day? You'll for sure need them for Vegas? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll need more of these. But as the grip comes up, right, it's gonna be more of like a 15s, 10s kind of thing. Not for Vegas, but like for pretty much anywhere else. Did you use high grips in Vegas? Or no, probably PN, right? 35s. 35s or 40s in the front. Okay. Also, I'm not gonna true. I'm not putting anything on the truer just because I feel like it'll be absolutely awful on the ears for everyone. Just depends on what you want the car to do, and no, I didn't use the high grips. I was too scared to try them. Yeah, they are unpredictable. I feel like 3500 is the threshold for high grips. Like anything below, they're awesome. They're money. But the moment you get into these like fake 3500s, because they're not. They're like 4200 kV. The moment you get into that, it's like, yeah. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. You'll flip into next week. I'll probably need 3 of yous. We're feeling wasteful. Okay. I need some paper tea. Okay. This weekend we're gonna find out how slow my motor is compared to whoever else is going. Um, I'm pretty sure Case is going, and he's got a pretty good motor. His 3500, which he just bought from Cruisin', that thing was crazy fast. It was a V1 MWX. He just like hit the lottery with that thing off the wall. It's that purple can power, bro. Those purple cans were gnarly. Mine blew up, whatever. Whatever. I loved that motor. That was great. But now I have a... I don't think it's a V2. I think it's a V1 MWX that was gifted to me. Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much. Tim gave me an MWX 3500 because I literally don't own any 3500s. And I'm going to be honest, we were club racing on Tuesday. It's like a 6-second, 7-second lap track, so obviously like not a long straightaway. And from that I could already feel like I was going to get dogged. I felt like I was going to get walked down the straight at like any big track. So my hopes are not high for it. But who cares, right? I don't. I mean, I care a little bit. If it's very noticeable, I'll care a little bit. Tiny cars with big feelings, for sure. And that's why the other motors are on my weekly barter list. So if anyone wants to trade me for a Marco 3500 or a Silver Horse or Reflex 3500, hit me up. The Marco one's nice though. Eric's got his like going real good. I'm sure the V2 MWX ones are also really good. I think I just got... Yeah, what is this? It's definitely a V1. No, wait. Yeah, it's a V1. There's no screws. Sealed. It's a sealed can. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. But we'll see. We're gonna have fun, regardless. Who knows? Maybe the track layout will be like super small and technical. Then we're fine. Before getting the MWX one, I traded someone for I traded one of my 4500 kVs, or maybe it was a 5500 kV motor for a 3500. It was a Team Powers. It was so bad. I was like practicing with it, and I haven't raced 3500 in so long, and I was like, is this what a 3500 is supposed to feel like? Like, it's been a while, I don't remember. And my 2500 was like so fast compared to it. And I was like, nah, something's wrong. And Nate from ALN Speedway, he was like, we need to put that on a motor analyzer. And it was 3500 flat. Like at one point on the analyzer, it dipped to 34. It was so slow. It was so bad. And surprisingly enough, like at this club race, I TQ'd, but everyone was so frustrated driving behind me because I was so slow. And it was like a 4-car train, and it was like a really tight layout. Everything was like 2 tiles wide. And everyone was like, Grant, your car's so fucking slow. I'm not moving. I earned that TQ, bro. Move around my slow car. I don't care. Oh, God. Don't do this to me. Please don't. Not while we're gluing. Come on. So I did not have that motor for very long. I traded it. I retraded that, but I did shim it before I gave it to it, sent it to its new home. So who knows? Maybe it's dialed now. I actually didn't even test it after I shimmed it. Because I didn't know at the time that I was gonna. Oh Jesus! There you go. Yep. See, this is me showing how good I am at gluing tires. All right, you didn't see that. Hold on. It's fine. We're scuffing them anyways. Oh God. I'll probably have to bring that back out. You guys are probably super far away. Hold on. After this one, I'll move the camera in closer. My bad. This will probably like limit also like my big head getting in the way. I know you guys told me the audio was fine, but like it was so bad on Monday that I'm like I'm gonna like pick like a random spot after this stream is done and just double check. I'm like so convinced that it's like not picking anything up. But I do trust you guys. It's just me. It's a me problem. I get the timer. 20. 20's good enough, yeah? Okay. And then we're gonna mount some 20s. Holy lateral. Holy lateral. These are gonna be pretty wild, I think. Alex, I know you like the 20s, but they're hit or miss for me. I really liked at ALN Speedway recently. I used 20s, 14 millimeter, and oh my God, they were awesome. They were money. But the 11 millimeter. Let's see. They worked really well at Ohio last year because the grip is super low. But when grip is high, I don't. It's got to be like the way I throttle through turns. I don't think I'm good with them. But I'm always willing to like test and figure it out. Maybe it'll be different on the V3. Sorry, I'm just getting rid of the extra shit on this rim. As you could tell, they're like pretty ugly looking. I think I left them in the acetone for a little too long. It's fine. And obviously, like, this is not the way you should do it. I just don't want to throw it on the truer and like sand it off. I know that's definitely the better way to do it. It's just going to be loud. I guess I could turn the volume on the mic down, but I don't even have my charger plugged in or anything, so we'll do that off stream. If we have time, I greased my front shocks. I need to grease my side dampers, and if I feel like it, I'll grease the top shocks. But I don't know if I'll actually do that. I feel like they kind of hold for a while. Alcohol. I forgot I had it in the spray bottle. Anyone got crazy glue stories? I've got some funny ones. Well, okay, I have a funny super glue story, and then I have like a not so funny super glue story. Not funny for the person that it happened to. But I'm sure he's laughing about it now, looking back on it. This shit is we gotta clean this out. This ain't good. Oh god. This is looking a little like people are gonna be like, what the hell? What the hell did Grant do to his rims? I know. I think at the time it was like an acetone mixture with, I think I ran out of acetone, so I like put in naphtha and like electronic cleaner or brake cleaner or something. I don't know. That day I was playing a very awful chemist, and from that we get like gross ass shit like this pulling up. I spilled CA on a... Oh no! Oh wait, on the table? I'm sorry if that was loud. I'm trying to do it like far away. On the hotel room table. Damn. I hope it wasn't one of those hotels that when you go to check in, they're like, and we're gonna charge a $300 security deposit in advance. That shit's annoying. That happened to me like once a couple years back at this hotel, and I was like, what? Like, no one does that. Don't worry, Nick, I won't tell. I won't snitch. We have a funny one related, kind of like similar vibe. I got the room with reward points. Ah, that's the best feeling then. Then it's like, you know. you took drive it like you stole it to a whole new level, Nick. Got the free hotel room. Let's pour the glue all over the table. Nah. Hey, listen, accidents happen. I don't know if I have it on here anymore. Let's see. For the longest time on my phone, like right on the corner, just all pulled up was a bunch of CA glue. What am I doing? Hi, re-render. I'm doing some tires. I'm gonna glue some tires. Madness Trophy race this weekend? Yes, sir. RC Madness. Well, okay, hold on. Unless there's like some cancellation I don't know about. I heard there's a trophy race at RC Madness, a mini Z race this weekend. The 20. Don't tell me I got the date wrong. No, it's the 23rd. Yeah, May 23rd. Saturday. This Saturday. I'm gonna go take a trip to Connecticut, and it'll be my first time there. I've always wanted to go. When I was like younger, they still do. They have like an awesome off-road track. I always wanted to go to that. But you know, they've expanded. Now they got a mini Z track, which is great. So I'm gonna make a trip up there. I'm just asking because, oh, sorry. And by the way, hi Jake. Asking because ours Maximus is the end of the month. Where at? Maximus. What track is that at? Also, I know that the tires, or the rims rather, might not be clean enough to everyone's standards. I promise you, this is gonna get the job done. No problem, all right? No stress, guys, no stress. Trust me. I've glued a few tires in my day. Do I want to do this side first? Yeah. Oh, shit! Wow, that was irony at its finest. Perfect timing. I've glued a few tires in my day and immediately screw up my glue job. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is getting a little out of hand. I'm disappointed clean those. Listen, it's not about looks, all right? It's not about looks, guys. It's about performance. It's about performance, all right? There's no way. What the heck? That's how I spilled the glue. Okay, hold on. We're not gonna listen. We're not gonna repeat horror stories. Southern New Hampshire? Oh, the Roar Off-Road Nats. Roar Off-Road Carpet Nats? No. Was it the Indoor Dirt Roar Off-Road Nats? I was watching the recorded stream of that the other day. Which one was it? Dirt or carpet? Carpet. I did watch that. That was sick. Oh my god, am I remembering correctly? Was it Schumacher that took 2 and 4-wheel drive? Kobovic? Or no? Yeah, right? From Sweden? The only international guy? He like showed up and wiped the floor with everyone? Well, not really. It was still very close racing. If I'm remembering, I watched in the last week I watched so much off-road races. All right, guys, what am I gonna do about this shit? Oh, everyone always sleeps on the shock pliers. Look at that. is perfect. The best tool, guys. Come on. You could use these for everything. It's a solder jig. It'll do turnbuckles. You could use this, I don't know, probably in surgery. Shock pliers are the best. All right, this is definitely going on, and it's gonna take a bit. Oh, money. Okay, we're back in this. Hold on. Let's just a little test. There we go. Lovely. All right, now to be continued. Oh, you know what I didn't check with these rims? Uh-oh. Okay, it does say inside D20, but the lip is cut off, so I actually have to double check just to be sure. Just to be sure. I'm pretty sure though, and we got 5 minutes left on the fronts, by the way, so we're still good on those. We don't need to go back to them yet. Let's see. Listen, I don't care that much about rollout. Come on. And these aren't the most accurate. 25. I don't need another half mil. We don't need that. Oh, okay. Chase the Mew. Two-wheel drive mod, Brock Champlin four-wheel drive. What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of INS then? I think I was maybe thinking of an INS round. Not Roar. Those guys are on another level, man. Those guys are insanely fast. Chase Lemieux's been doing more 8th scale now, too. Kid is super fast. Too much, too much, too much. There we go. Listen, I'll keep an eye on these throughout Saturday. Don't worry. But I don't think these are going to peel. One of our locals took the short course trophy. Hell yeah. We always love a local success story, you know? When the locals win, it's like, come on. Can't be mad about that. That's their home turf. That must have been awesome. Okay. Yeah, we got 5 minutes. We can do these. Hey, Tim. I don't sense any sarcasm in you saying tire gluing my favorite. Not one shred of it. No, I could absolutely hear it in your chat. Listen, guys, at least I'm the one doing it, and you guys don't have to suffer with it. Thanks for popping in, by the way, Tim. Is the lighting good or what, huh? Let's hear about the lighting. Nah, man, I actually love seeing others do it. Oh, you're not gonna love this. You're not gonna love how I do it. I think I was saying in the beginning, listen, there's no right way. There's only wrong ways. There are like, want to glue my tires? Yeah, guys, listen. If anyone needs their tires glue, send them over to Tim. He's got you, bro. Wasn't being my usual smart ass self. um, it's just listen. Here's when I like gluing tires. Lighting blows, obviously. Obviously, it's trash. Listen, I don't care what you have to say about my lighting. My audio is at least 15% better than what it was. That's all. We're gonna tackle one thing at a time, all right, Tim? First was audio. Okay, done. Next week? No, maybe not next week. I don't know if I could live stream next week, but maybe like next time, lighting. We'll tackle that. How do you feel about scoring the rims with an X-Acto instead of just sanding? Yeah, I've seen people do that. But I don't know, call me superstitious. This has like always worked for me. Thank you. And I know that you'd be honest with me about that. So when Tim says the audio is good, we're doing something right, yeah? And that's thanks to all the feedback I've been getting from you guys. Really, I appreciate it. I appreciate one, like bottom line, I just, on the surface, I just appreciate you guys like popping in to like say hello and watch. Or like even if you're just lurking, that's fine too. I really appreciate it. And then two, you guys are like helping me out, giving me feedback on like what could be better. And helping me out with my technological deficits. I really appreciate it. I am learning a lot. I started doing it, man, and it makes a difference. Really? I'll have to try. I don't have my it's like stored away in like a, this is gonna sound like so diva of me, but I have like my normal bag of tools, and then I have a second bag of tools that's like you could label it as like backup tools or like secondary tools that I don't use as much as the normal bag of tools. That's where the X-Acto blade is. I'm so bougie. I got a secondary. I got second string tools. That's the timer for the tire for the fronts. By the way, is done. And then let me just glue these real quick, and then we'll go ahead. We'll move back over to those. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So, oh God, Grant, come on. So, why do you do this to yourself? I was going to say, I love gluing tires. Uh-oh, we're already getting on the fingers. Here we go. Time to suffer. Oh, shit. This is where we crash and burn, folks. I was going to say, I love gluing tires when I make no mistakes. Funny that, right? I love RC racing when I can do 5 minutes no mistakes. And then the rest of the time, I'm having the worst time of my life. And the same goes for gluing. Gluing tires is great when you get like that bead of glue and nothing's spilling out. I'll show you at the track next time. Awesome, yeah. I do want to learn how to score the rims. You show me the right way, so I'm not like popping X-Acto blades. None are getting like flung into my eye sockets. I appreciate it. 100%. But yeah, gluing tires is so much fun when I don't fuck it up. But let's see, maybe about an hour and a half ago,
Excuse incoming. Excuse incoming. I'm about to pull an excuse out of my ass. Uh, I had like 2 cups of coffee about an hour and a half ago, and my hands are like, okay, you idiot. Let's make every like simple task that requires like a minor amount of dexterity to be like the hardest thing, like your life depends on it. All right. Okay, I'll probably have to go over those again. That's good for now. All right, back to the fronts, but before actually we start gluing the front, let's go ahead and mark these, because otherwise I'll forget. Why not use the APR gluing jig? That's a good question, J-Voc. Case? What's up, Case? That's a great question. Um I don't have it. I don't have one. I need to get one. I know. I remember, who was it I saw first use it? I think I saw Robin use it first, and then I saw you use it, and I was like, both times I had nothing but envy. I was like, God, that looks so easy. I'm jealous. And I do what I usually do, and that's nothing. I did nothing about it. I continued to suffer on my own because I'm a fool. Whatever. No, I'll get one eventually. Because like, some people that glue, they're just built different. Some people do it with their bare hands, nothing else, and they like get it perfect every time, and they're like, "All right, on to the next." I'm not that guy. Like, hand me the safety goggles. Hand me all the assisting tools I need, because this ain't going well for me right now. Okay. It's a little faded. The Sometimes the acrylic comes out good, other times it's like, not so much. I think I need to go over with the paint side, but I'll do that later actually, when this dries. Okay. Here's another tip, guys. Sometimes if you want just a little bit of, if you want to let your high grips breathe just a little bit, your front high grip tires, this tire, believe it or not, can still be pretty dialed if you just glue the inside lip and then you don't glue some of the outside. Like, you only glue in here, and I'm going to speak specifically for like 2500 lipo blinky, or like AAA box stock, those classes. You could like, let that tire wiggle a little bit. All right, you don't have to glue the whole thing. I'll say on like some occasions. Oh no, I just broke my APR jig. Stripped the threads, but I'm working on something epic. The reflex tire sanding attachment for the Dremel fits in the bearing hole in the APR with mods. Stay tuned. Or ARR, right. They make great stuff, dude. Or do I not have it anymore? No, I have it. I traded Dixon for his ride height gauge. I got the ARR ride height gauge. I love that thing, man. I gave him a Yeah Racing ride height gauge for his ARR ride height gauge. Don't ask me why. He just liked that one more. And I wanted what he had, he wanted what I had.
But yeah, I forgot about that drill bit that Reflex came out with. Who was I? I think it was Mike Sully. I was pitting with him the last time I went to Park Lane, and he let me use it when I was trying to. I had a prototype rim and tire that a local was working on, and I tested out in open mod. But because of the way the rim was designed, you had to put it on a Dremel to try and like do it. And that's when I saw the reflex bit for the first time. So that's pretty sick. What classes are you running Saturday? So I'm still trying to figure that out. In fact, Jason asked me earlier. And then I asked him a question and he never responded. So there's only one mod class on their flyer. It just says 128 open. So I guess that's like outlaw. Like you could run your all-wheel drive, you can run your open pan, you can run mod GT, whatever you want. Anything goes, I guess. And I'll be honest, I don't even think I'm going to run that. I think I'm just going to try 3500 GT. And I have a car here, which is still for sale. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, anyone. It's a V2. But I might, just for shits and giggles, run this in 2500 hard body. And I know what you're all gonna say. Grant, why the hell are you running these absolute clapped out electronics? Let me tell you something, all right? 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Okay, they're club races, whatever. TQ, first place. V2, baby. V2 with the clapped out NHX combo. And pretty worn out tires with shit stains on them. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. It's dust. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Listen, this car's still good, guys. This car's still good. It still slaps. And yes, certain times I was gonna walk down the straightaway, but it didn't matter. It still has the dog in them, all right? And guess what? It's for sale. All option parts included. Unfortunately, the body isn't going with it. I need to keep the body, all right? Don't be upset with me. But the car is dialed. And I might bring this with me to Connecticut and run this for fun. But I'll tell you what, there's like a 10% a 10 to 20% chance that I actually would run it because I'm a firm believer in pros not running in that class. I think it's really good. I think it's a great class to get like people out of AAA trying lipo cars for the first time. So when it comes to like trophy races, for me personally, I'm not going to judge anyone who does want to race in that class, but me personally, I don't want to run in it. I came late to the party. Which race is this? This is the RC Madness trophy race. So it's in Connecticut. And it's just one day. I can't make the Park Lane race June 6th, unfortunately. I'm like so gutted about that. So I was told about this race and I was like, okay, I'll go to this to like make up for missing out on the Park Lane race. And I also have to like test some things. I got to test some setups and stuff for other big races. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. It'll be fun. That's awesome, man. You're gonna run them? Hell yeah, I am.
Look, bro, it's in the car. I was actually talking about this earlier in the stream. I lit it before you came in the stream. I was like, Tim gave me this. Tim gave me this MWX motor. It's a V1. We'll see how it does against Case's purple 3500. Absolute broken motor. So lucky. He got so lucky. I'm pissed, man. That motor's so fast. Tim, you should have seen Case's motor. You thought this motor was fast, Tim? Which it is, by the way. This motor's still very fast. But Case's? Damn, dude. I don't know what's in Case. What? I don't know if, like, Ron, like, dropped it in a vat of oil or something. But Case's motor is insane. And it was probably just, like, on his parts wall for, like, you know. When did those motors come out? Case has that good stuff. He said he just pulled it off the wall at cruising. It was probably sitting on that wall for like... When did those motors come out? Like 2 years ago or something? Year and a half ago? The purple ones? Yeah, I'm jealous. But no, this thing... In my radio... So this is normally my open pan car. This chassis. And in my radio, it's labeled as RTA black. Because, like, I make sure everything on this shit is blacked out. So, it, like, in truth, Tim blessed me with the black MWX can. And, you know, it was just meant to be. We'll ignore the yellow spur gear. That's, you know, that's just necessary. But yeah, no. Look good, feel good, right? Look good, feel good, race good. Okay, we're not gonna glue these rims, but we have some 11s that maybe we should glue for the 25 pan car. And just to have a fresh set of 11 fronts in general, like if I want to run open pan, right? So we're going to go ahead. We are going to dip into our stash of PN fronts, all right? I got to cave. I'm caving right now, okay? All right, I need to get more 40s, but this is it's going to be a 35 kind of thing. And then, let's see, 948. We should probably... Oh! You know, I said... What did I title this stream as? Gluing tires and prepping cars. Are we even going to get to the car prep part? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. It's a chill stream. Listen, I want you guys to know, like, it does not take... I promise it doesn't take me an hour and 30 minutes to glue 2 full sets of tires. I could do it much faster, but we're chilling. All right. No stress, all right? You probably talked about this, but did you see those new PN tires? Yes. Who is it? I think it was Nick that asked earlier about them. Yeah, Nick asked earlier about them. I'm sorry, we didn't really talk too much about that. I saw them, the snake pattern. I think they look really cool. The 14 millimeters look nice. I like the way those look. I don't know why. I'm hoping that this tire doesn't concave. You know, like a Marca tire. Like, you know how bad that thing bends and concaves? I'm hoping that PN, you know. Yeah, see, I like rounded these. I rounded the edges of them, but you could still see them kind of like dip in the center, dude. Like they're still not flat. So it still takes about like uh still takes about like a battery pack to really get these to feel good. Or maybe half a battery pack. If you prep it just right, it only takes like 2 laps and then they're money. But the planets have to align for me to actually experience that bliss. It looks like they rounded the edges more. Yeah, it does. They look really good. I hope that. I'll be honest. The product release does look like it was touched up a bit. Maybe Adobe Firefly, maybe ChatGPT, maybe Claude, maybe Nana Banana. I don't know. It looks like there was a little bit of AI facelifting going on with the tire. I hope they actually like look as good as they do. Because if they're like concaved, if they're like as deep as like the fucking Hudson Valley, then it's gonna be rough. But no, they look promising. Nice. All right. Oh, God, there's like barely any lip to these. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, that's a shame. Is done. This one's no good. That's okay. That's why I brought the backup. Oh, I was using this one. No, 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 no. This one. Yeah. Okay. We're back in business. Mm-hmm. Wait, seriously? Are we seriously doing this right now? Is this the set? It only took me three. It only took me 3 sets of tires to glue until I finally started getting into a rhythm here. You know, I think that comes with like anything, honestly, with this hobby. You need to like, as like a rust duster. You need to do it. It doesn't matter how many times you've done it in the past. You need to do something like a few times in repetition, and then you get in like the zone. That's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, let's back this back up to 20, and mark. We gotta mark our 20s. They're 20s, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just saying that out loud because I was literally about to grab the white marker, and then I would have confused myself big time. Oh yeah, gotta do the brush tip. You see that? It's bright as day. nice. And of course this looks the best because I never use 20, so this marker is like fresh. It's gonna look worse on these because these rear rims don't have a like a proper production lip. It got cut off. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Toma gave them to me like this. So I don't know why they're like this. Well, I kind of do know why, because we were playing with like sidewall. Like exposing more inner sidewall. Yeah? I see you're using that 3MPR 100. I am. Do you like that over the Loctite liquid? Eric swears by that 3M stuff. Okay, here's what I'll say. I think when it comes to like tire glue, I also just like love the way that looks. I have I think the majority of the time for me it's like placebo effect. And it's just like any new bottle of glue is gonna get the job done for the most part, I think. I do think that this stuff is like, yeah, there's something special about it for sure. But I think a lot of it is also like placebo. Also, Davis, shout out to Davis Taylor. That dude, I didn't believe him at first, but it made sense. And then I think the second person who told me about it was EJC. They were like, keep your glue cold. Davis, who does like a lot of like the 8th scale racing, literally has like a mini fridge in his trailer that he brings to the tracks, and he keeps all his glue in there. And oh my God, I had like old bottles of glue that I put in the fridge just to try on like shit tires, and they were like, not all of them, but some of them were like, came back to life. Like the adhesive worked, it was strong, it was really good. So I think you could do that with, like lots of glue, as long as you just keep the stuff refrigerated. And I've had this thing for a while now. I've had this since, well, yeah, because like I'm running out. There's not much left. And some people throw their glue out like every month. I forgot who told me, but one guy was like, I change my glue out like every month. Which I listen, I can't afford to do that. This tiny ass bottle was like on Amazon, I think it skyrocketed in price. Like the moment everyone was like, "Oh my God, this PR 100 is the shit." At one point, it like rose to like $30 a bottle. I think I got it when it was like 20, and then went up to 30. This is the first one I've ever owned, and I'm gonna try and like ration this out until I'm probably gonna have to buy a second bottle for like the bigger races at the end of the year. But this is staying with me all summer. Tell you that. Keep it in the fridge for sure. You have to. Yeah, I agree. I really learned a valuable lesson with that. Keep it cold. Put it in a baggie or whatever you got to do. That's right. We have to freaking glue these. But yeah, no, this stuff is great. But I do really think it's like, okay, I know with these, I should not have the setup board underneath, because they're just gonna like freaking slide out of my hands and bounce all over the place. I think any of the stuff that like people have been using regularly will do. Okay, now this is when we got to get like, this is when I have to like channel my inner. I'm gonna pretend that I did a, what is it called? 23andMe? Yeah. I'm gonna pretend that I recently did a 23andMe and I found out that I was like 15% French. All right, because I got to channel like my inner French sidewall gluing technique right now. All right, and I'm saying 20% so that y'all don't get your hopes up. And remember, we're pretending. I don't think I'm French at all. And I think it's showing right now. Okay, this is when it's going to smell like shit. Hold on. Let's be better, okay? Let's be better here. Whew. All right. This is not necessary, by the way, what I'm doing right now. This is just, now it's just me being extra superstitious. All right. I do a little bit of that. No, it doesn't stick. All right. Oh! Not enough. Dang. Total failure. Oh, this is it. The second coat. This is it. This is where the 20% comes in, guys. It's okay. The French don't have to see this. They're asleep right now, all right? They're 6 hours ahead. No one's seeing this. What I should do is I should just buy the new RTRC RS race set ready tires. Did that sound like a plug pre-recorded? No, I'm serious. Those are like perfect out the package. Can't recommend them enough. Tell your hobby shop, tell your local hobby shop to stock as many of those as possible once they're available. If they aren't already available. Those that, oh, hello? That's stuck in the cat. Okay, you can go over there. All right, next. Oh God. Okay, I'm starting to understand where I'm struggling, and I keep forgetting this. Oh God. No, hold on. Stop. I was about to make an excuse. Stop right there, Grant. But I will say there is something true about this. 5-degree tires are and always will be the easiest to glue because they're so freaking soft and stretchy. But you start working your way up to this this madness, and it becomes more difficult. The tire will like bounce out of your hands, or the tire and rim just snap right out of your grip. because it's like the rubber band tire is getting so freaking resistant. That's a clean bead. We need more of that. Yeah. 20s are, and 15s too. 15s and 20s. I'll never glue them well. Nuh-uh. I'll glue them either badly or mediocrely, but not well. You think it's been long enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh! It's like ice. Oh God. Look at the difference. Can you tell which one I did first? All right. Trust. All right. They'll both feel exactly the same. This is the one that's just, oh God. There goes my top speed, guys. What about this? Oh, what the? Oh no. Don't. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's just my imagination. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. Who cares about rollout? Not me. Who cares about top speed? Not me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, let's pull it. Pull it down. Move it. Good enough. Good enough. We're so close. 10:09. Oh. It's kind of a shame. I guess what we should at least do is, I mean, what, like put the tires on the car, and then you could at least be like, oh, look, he did something. Excuse me. Oh my God. This one's gonna be, I already feel it. This one's gonna be difficult for me. I don't know why. Just got a bad feeling. Oh, wait.
I think that, you know, the main issue is probably I'm just rushing it. And then because of that, I'm doing a complete hack job. Okay. Well, the rear tires will officially be done. The one set of front high grips are about to be done. And all that's left is to finish the other side of the 11 millimeter fronts. Those paint chip fillers that Jay gave us are the best. They come in super useful. They really do. Not just for this kind of stuff, like applying the glue to the sidewall and everything, but I use them for like cleaning out my damper tubes sometimes. I'll like put alcohol in them. Clean out the damper tubes, clean out shock tubes. Um, just like hard to reach places. Jay's the goat for that. All right, please be done. Yeah. All right. Nice, nice. Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I know. I want to go to bed. It's like it's like 3 hours past my bedtime. All right. Now we obviously don't want to go overkill with these. Let me wipe this off, sorry. It's like excess dry glue. There's like a part of me that's like, am I like just doing this off camera the entire time? But no, we're in shot. There probably were times that I was off camera. I apologize. I'm doing like the stamping thing off camera. That's why you could see all these like rings of glue. You know? We're making cookies over here. All right. All set. The glue is done. Okay. Oh no. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's up. Everything's fine. Okay. If that, honestly, listen, if that's the clumsiest thing for me to do on the workbench today, with the literal open bottle of glue right here, I'll take this over that. Okay. Where's the cap? Where's the cap for you, dude? Hello? Okay. The timer. We're good. Where? Oh. Okay. I'll put that there for now, but I gotta put that back in the fridge. I do need to mark these. They're 35s. So again, this is gonna be really weird, but 1/2 is orange and 1/2 is yellow. That's how I know it's a KSK 35. And that's how you can know that I'm running a KSK 35 if you want to ever know what tires I run. I should like post this reference chart on YouTube or something. And that way if I ever forget, I mean people will ask in the comments anyways, and that's totally fine. There's no quiz. There's no pop quiz on the tires that I'm running. Okay. Bearings. Let's see here.
So those are without the lip. We'll start with those. Why not? Okay, these are filthy. Again, we're gonna ignore that, all right? Please don't focus on it, all right? Let me put these there for now. I need some pre-glued tires. Listen, I'd love to sell you some of these that I just made, Jamie, but I need them. I wish I could share, but I can't. But you know who can sell you some pre-glued tires? RTRC and their new RS Race Set pre-glued tires. No warm-up laps necessary. No scuffing necessary. No break-in time necessary. They are ready to go out the package. Hopefully coming to a hobby shop near you. Okay. Oh, we're looking official now. Looking like, oh God. Oh, no. It's looking like we got some race cars now. I think this is the point where like it's cool to zoom out. Like it's fine. You don't need to like back off. All right, you don't need to be so close to the table. Maybe for the gluing, but not for this. This is boring. And what number disc are we doing? I'm trying to remember. I think we start out at like 2. No, that might be too high. And I don't even. Oh wait, I do have 2s. No, I think it might be 4 on a 19 mil. Oh yeah. It's actually feeling like a 3. Aw, damn it. It's the white ones. Yeah, you could feel it just barely. Let's see, get a close up. So the very edge of the disc is not white, it's still black. So you can see like that shiny part there, that is the plastic disc. And you could feel a little bit of disc. That's what you want. You want just a slight amount exposing, and the tire will get better, a little bit better, with it even going slowly below that, because then you could drive the car with more confidence. You could drive it harder if you want. I gotta sand off. There's some glue there. Also, with the Marca front tires, sometimes, not so much with these this time around, but sometimes you have extra rubber exposed on the lip. It's got a little bit extra. And what I'll usually do is I'll throw this on the truer, and then I'll get like a Silver Horse sanding stick and just run that extra line of rubber off. Just to make it a little more clean when we put the sidewall disc on. Okay. Just for now, I'm gonna throw these on there and pretend like they'll be good to go on the. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I haven't scuffed fronts in a bit. I've been kind of getting lucky with gluing front tires and not really having to do anything about them. They kind of even out in the first few laps of practicing with them. If you're like at a big competition, I think a lot of people tend to to do like fresh fronts a lot. And then yeah, of course you'll want to scuff them a little bit to get exactly like a true round tire. But honestly, it's to me it doesn't really make or break like a clean 5 minute run, right? That's more so if you're like trying to do like super fast 5 minutes or whatever, but I think anyone can do like exceptionally well with a without all of that. The V3 will still feel like super easy to drive, like right out the gate. Going with the silver today. Wait. Actually, no. This is RTA black. We'll use the silver screws for the 25 pan, but for the 35 GT, we gotta go to the black ones. Even though the discs are white, I know. But once we go down to like a number 4, number 5 disc, I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, like everything else is black. Don't ask me why I made these white. It was a failed science project, alright? Yeah, and then we'll have to definitely lower the ride height of this car. Otherwise, it's going to be like a freaking monster truck. Oh shit! I'm sorry, guys. I just realized the music stopped. I'll be honest. I'm not. I'm not super upset about that. I think for a moment I was like, when the music was going. Don't get me wrong. I do like listen to music while I work, but for some reason I felt like I was able to use slightly more brain power when it was off just now. Oh my god. How much tire do you have stick above the wheel disc? I know RTRC uses numbers, but on like a 22.8 tire, would you use a 22.6 disc or like a 22.8 disc, or would you go lower? That's a great question. As opposed to a lot of other cars, like if we use the Reflex, for example, the RX-28, I think people will tend to go like 0.2 lower than the tire or the same height, depending on track evolution, how high grip the track is, and how risky someone wants to run their sidewall setup. I know some pros, they are like that race with the RX-28, they don't use any sidewall. They'll either glue or just not use any of it. What's up, Eric? Wish I was going to RC Madness. I know, man. We'll miss you. We'll miss you there. But Tim, actually, for the RTRC, we want to either be the same height or slightly taller. And depending on if there's like some really severe track condition, you want the disc to start taller. As crazy as that sounds. You're not really scrubbing speed with the car. You still have good corner speed. You could just drive the car harder with the disc slightly taller. If it gets too tall, yeah, then you're going to scrub speed, you're going to understeer. Um, and you, in some cases, you can get away with a lower sidewall, but it's risky, you know? This car still kind of rolls real well. You can make it, you could set it up to be flat, to feel flat, depending on like your roll center adjustments. But because the chassis is thinner than a lot of others on the market, you don't have as much chassis rub, so you get to roll more, and that's generating so much grip. Okay, cool. I was just asking multiple people this question, and you all pretty much agree. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of extra sidewall never hurts. And of course, like, I'll always, like, I've handed people my, um, like my 2500 pan car, and it's still like insane steering, like way too much steering for them. But the sidewall is like crazy high, like so much grip still. So there's like so much wiggle room with a V3. It's just it's very safe. You could run it with as much steering as you want or as little steering as you want. The car just gives you all the grip. Wait, some of these are different. Hold on now. Hold on. Okay. I want those. I don't want those. Ooh. I think these are. I have like so many bearings and I really should keep track of them. These are definitely. Oh, geez. These are definitely. These four, I feel like might be like ceramics that someone gave to me. Hybrid ceramics or whatever. Wow, that's awesome. If anyone knows me well, I don't take good care of my bearings. I don't do as much maintenance on my bearings as I should. I don't really clean them as often as I should. So, like, the fact that this is still spinning, to me, that's like, whoa, that's amazing. And it just stopped. And it did the old, like, roll rock back and forth, which means that it's like barely any resistance, which is great. Love that. A lot of the time, my race cars, you'll like flick the wheel and it'll spin freely for maybe about like 3 to 5 seconds and then it'll stop. And I'm like, oh, that's perfect. It's perfect. And other people are like, dude, you gotta. Oh, see, like that one, not so good. Like it just stopped. How many seconds was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that was, I think, I felt like I was counting kind of slow. So, yeah, I don't know. People would be like, your wheels need to spin for like 10 business days, dude. If your wheels aren't spinning for 10 business days, why are you even racing RC cars, you know? Man, it's not that serious. It's good to see you, Eric. Thanks for hopping in the stream, man. Oh yeah. Height, height, height. Okay, not as high as I thought it was gonna be. It's actually not that bad. It's still pretty high though. But I don't. Oh. Yeah, no shims. So I think I need to add maybe like Well, the arms are actually kind of coming down low, so not only do I need to tighten the shocks a little bit, but that probably means I'm going to have to add at least 2 to 3 shims on each side for the front end, which I'll do tomorrow. You guys don't need to see that. That's boring. Not boring, but like, I don't know. Let's just put the wheels on the car, you know? Good to be here, bro. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. Okay, these... I feel like the PN tire a little bit thinner than a Marco low profile, right? So maybe those start with the 4. I don't have a 4. Let's look at a 6 real quick. Oh, that's not nearly enough. But here's what I'm saying. Like, I guarantee you, you know, it may be a little bit risky the first few corners and laps, but by the end, I feel like this would actually not be so bad. Like, you could still get away with driving the car like this. It may be a little tippy in the beginning. Let me show up close. You see a little bit of tire exposed. For me, I'd be having like a heart attack. I'd be like, I'd be cooked if I ran that. But you could run it. All right. Did I have 4s or 5s in here? Please. Please. Oh, okay. I definitely have 4s, but the 4s are white. So we're going to go with 5s. And to me, again, like, I'm not really feeling the plastic. That still makes me nervous, but we're going to do it anyways. Because I really, really want to try. I'm like trying to figure out like a good setup for my 25 pan. So I'm not trying to get bottlenecked in that class, but man, not trying to have that happen to me. So we're trying to have fun out here. I'm trying to go fast, man. We're gonna push it to the limit. Yeah, we'll see. If worst case, I just make the ride height a little bit lower. We're like on the threshold right now. These are fresh rims. Eric, you got these rims for me. Thank you again. Oh, that's right. So these are, we're gonna leave off the car for now because we have the high grips on it currently. I know that I said I was gonna run 11 fronts on this car, and I will. You know, it's just gonna be like practice laps on Saturday. Like I'll probably go out with this car. No, that's too. That car's a little aggressive. I'll go out with this car first, just to scrub these in, right? And then I'll go out with this car with fresh 20s, but the worn high grips. And then I'm gonna pop these off, these high grips, throw them on this guy, and then put the 11s on this guy. I know that sounds like such a weird. My brain, it's just my process. And there's never like a consistent process. The process always changes, all right, guys? So there's like no rhyme or reason to it. I'm going on vibes. I'm going on vibes. 100%. There's no formula. Just because I feel like it. And we're also gonna try. I'm gonna do 5-minute runs. You know, and if I'm like satisfied enough in practice with these tires, with what I did, they're all coming off both cars, every single one of them. and I'm using old shit for the day because I really need to use older tires. I need to go through like sets that I've had glued and set up and ready to go. A lot of them are on Xbility rims. And you know, like this one, for example, like it's still got good tread on it. It's actually got some concave, which I need to fix. But like things like this, like I need to go through these tires. And these are the kind of weekends to do it. So this stuff, you know, if I get what I need out of them, storing them away, saving them for September, you know? Okay. Let's go ahead and throw these on. Front springs still confuse me, and I know I ask you all the time. I understand that a softer front spring gives more off-power steering. What else do you feel a softer does up front? I feel like I get more off-power steering with softer rear pivot springs. I think it's with rear pivot springs. I feel it more. So like a red rear pivot spring, I have more off power. So I think that favors a lot of point and shoot drivers. And then the firmer rear spring you go, you start tipping the scale to the opposite way, where it's like you don't get any off power steering with like a white rear pivot spring. But oh my God, if you're throttling through the corner, you know, the car is going to borderline slide out on you because it's giving you so much on power steering. So it's really like what you want dependent on your driving style with your throttling in the corners. I think that is more dependent. I think your throttle application in cornering is closely related to like rear pivot spring behavior. All right. And then front springs, I think about more with what I want my front tires to do. And this is all, of course, oh God, it's like so frustrating because like none of these things I'm saying can apply if the track is like not evolved, if it's like still green or something. But usually the front spring, the softer I go, the more I'm like relying on that front tire to generate more grip. So the car's more on the nose, so it dives in more, kind of. And that can necessarily happen whether you're on power or not. So off power steering, on power steering, softer front spring, if the track conditions are right, that front end will still dive in. More so because, you know, it's like corner entry. You're hitting the brakes, the car's like diving, or drag brake, however. When the track is green, I favor a slightly firmer, like a middle ground front spring, so like yellow. I never really go to blue. The times that I use blue front springs are if like I'm driving a car that's just like super super twitchy front end. Maybe the tires are like really aggressive or something. And it's like, okay, I don't need it to do that much. Blue front spring. And then a green rear pivot spring. Whenever I'm using a hard front spring, I'm almost always using one of the softest rear spring options. And finally, the last thing, we always try to gravitate towards when the track evolves and the grip is getting higher and higher and higher throughout a race weekend. I feel, for my driving style, and some other people can attest to this too, we get softer and softer and softer with our springs all around the car. Maybe you keep the rear pivot springs green. You don't necessarily have to go to red, but you almost certainly wind up at red front springs by the end of like a high grip race weekend. The whole suspension becomes super soft. You as a driver are like running the layout however many laps, so like you know you know where to push the boundaries in certain corners and areas. You know where you want to make passes or defend or just try your best and everything. Um, and I think like the softer spring becomes like something that is like, yeah, I can handle it now, you know? The track's in the perfect condition, the tires are worn in just right, and you know, you've been out there running laps all weekend long. It's time for soft springs everywhere. Makes sense. I'm so sorry, by the way. That was like such a long, long, drawn out explanation of it all. I hope I answered your question. I hope it helped at least a little bit. Oh, God. Too much, too much. Would you do the same with the greases throughout a weekend? Softer spring, thinner grease, make weight transfer quicker, or is the opposite? Oh, that's, now that you bring it up, it's a good point. Um, People have been changing greases for like a variety of reasons and also dependent on like what car you're running. Like I think like I'm not saying like the rules flip if you're like running all-wheel drive like an RTB versus your RTA, like when you have to swap up like grease options as a like to match whatever the track is like. But I think most of the time I try to stay around like the same grease. And if I'm making like any like significant grease changes, it's only one step thicker or one step thinner. What I can tell you is that I have been using Kyosho Yellow 15,000 grease on my on both my V3s ever since I had them all the time, and I haven't used anything else. And the cars are great. But you got me thinking now. There's just like so many setup options, and I'm always like either like thinking of changing tire compound or springs before grease. And the only time grease ever comes into my mind is if I'm thinking like, oh, do I not have grease anymore? Do I need to re-grease, not like change the viscosity of the grease? Um, I feel like a lot of the greases from like 5K up to 15 accomplish relatively the same thing. It's when you get to like 30K that you start noticing some differences. But to answer your question, as grip comes up and you go to softer springs throughout the weekend, I don't think I want to go. I don't think I change grease or think about changing grease. I will say though, if I'm at a very green track with low grip, for some reason, this stuff, the Marca 5000 grease, it's very thin. You have to replace it more often or re-grease more often. This stuff is super thin. This stuff works great for low grip, for me personally. I don't know why. So I always keep it on me if the track's super green and the cars are doing weird stuff. This was more so like when I was using my V2. And then when the V3s came out, I've just been using 15K everywhere. I realized how important grease was when small scale had super low grip on practice day. With 15K, car wouldn't go around the track. With 5K, it really planted the rear end stock. Yeah, and that makes sense. Like, less resistance, right? So on the rear side dampers with the 5K, that tire is just interacting more with the track surface. So yeah, that makes sense. I don't know when it comes to the grease in the front shocks what we would feel. Maybe I'll try that this weekend. I don't know how much time I'm really gonna have there. I really just want to go have fun and at least get one good run in each of these, or 2 good runs in each. And we're also gonna run these. Ignore the bad paint job, alright guys? Some of you have seen this already. The purpose behind this was to match my hard body. The other thing was to can't wait to hear how it is. That track looks sick. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I feel like I've been putting it off for a while going there, and like not on purpose or anything. It's just like nothing really aligned at the time for me to travel up there. But I am really, really looking forward to going there. The RD is awesome. The guys up there are really chill and cool, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's not the same orange as the vinyl orange, but even the blue is different from the vinyl blue. But these are easier to see on track. And recently, everyone's been painting their body orange, at least over in the Northeast for some reason. So here's my alternative. This is my backup paint scheme right now. As basic and really chopped as it looks, like if you look at these closer, I used a paint pen for these, by the way, and that's why it's like it bled real bad, because the masking tape did not hold it together. These paint pens, which are cool, they work well. They bonded with the white behind perfectly fine, but I just got shaky hands, that's all. I got shaky hands. So, listen, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for the stream. Oh God, it was another long one. I'm sorry, guys. Pretty much 2.5 hours. My bad. But I appreciate everyone that came. Like I said earlier, even if it was just to say hi, even if it was just to lurk, it's all appreciated. You guys are the best. Thanks for stopping in. Let's do shout outs. The people that came to say hi, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anybody. So Eric, thank you. Tim, thank you. Nick, Soto, Case, Jamie, oh God, Jake, thank you guys so much. Wait, there was someone else. Re-render. Thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. Just to hop in and watch me absolutely do a scuffed job of gluing and marking. I really appreciate it. All right, I am going to hit the hay. Good luck this weekend, man. Tim, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll just go and have some fun. Get some laps in. 3,500. I'm so excited. It's, only been doing club racing with it and the one race at ALN. So this will be my first time out on like a bigger track with it. So I'm excited for that. Enjoy your night, my friend. Have a safe and fun weekend. Thank you, Eric. You have a great weekend as well. Yeah, I don't know when I'll stream again. It's fun. I really enjoy streaming. But I don't know if I can next week. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But thank you guys again for checking in, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night, guys.